Hey everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac. So it's funny, well, not actually, because now I have to get back on it, but I haven't recorded since Sunday and it's now Thursday. But that's because I went to the midnight release of Halo 4 and I've hardly stopped playing since. Yeah, but don't worry, I won't let the videos be interrupted due to that. Tomorrow I'll try and get recording on the normal schedule again. And everything will be fine. You guys won't notice a difference. I'll just notice that I don't get to play as much Halo 4 because I have to spend a few hours recording every day. Yeah, so last time we played Eve, and I said I'd do an Eve and a Samson run for every non-Eve or Samson run, so I'm going to do a Samson run. Samson starts with 1 red heart, 1 soul heart, average tears, speed, and apparently average damage. And apparently he has a normal damage multiplier, even though I swear it's extra low. But he starts with higher shot speed, so his range is essentially better, except it's not, because his range is lower. His shot speed just increases that to normal. So he has increased knockback, and then he starts with the item Bloody Lust. And what that does is every time you kill an enemy, your damage increases and you become a little more red. And that effect only stacks within a room, so every time you leave a room your damage is set back to normal, whatever your base damage is at that point. And yeah, so our first item was number 1, and that means we start peeing instead of shooting tears, so we have max fire rate but minimum range, but my shot speed increases that a little bit, so it's slightly less terrible. And our pill is luck down. That's pretty bad. There's a tinted rock here, but I don't have any bombs. Hopefully that's something that will change soon, but obviously not there. Anyway, to be successful with Samson, since Rage is pretty awful, like seriously a very useless item. See, now I'm peeing blood. That just doesn't seem like a good thing to me. Anyway, to be successful with Samson, you pretty much need every stat upgraded at least a few times, but mostly you need a lot of damage and a lot of health. And this first boss fight will not give me either of those. Famine will drop a cube of meat, and what a cube of meat will do is it will rotate around me, it will block enemy tears, and it will damage anything that it touches, as long as it's an enemy. Anyway, peeing blood on Famine is really making it go quickly. So we did get through that, but we didn't get any bombs, so we're losing a tinted rock, which could be huge, but I guess I'll never know. So with okay, there's another tinted rock. Anyway, with our cube of meat, I mean, it definitely opens up for later good upgrades. If I got Halo of Flies, I'd have a full ring of protection rotating around me. I'd take very few hits from enemy tears. And also, if I collect any more cubes of meat, they upgraded, so it just keeps getting better as we collect more. I can only collect 1 of those per pair of floors, so, you know, I got 1 on the basement 1, I can't get 1 on basement 2. Yeah. Random chance, but I can increase it if I were to pick up the Book of Revelations. Okay, so we've got a bomb here. Health up, yeah, I'll do the challenge room for a health up. Oh, it's boss challenge room. Yeah, well, still, I'll do that because Monstro's easy and Larry Jr.'s easy. So I'd say this is probably going to go well. Just rotate a little, walk around a little. And now I can't enter another boss challenge room at no cost or anything. I'll have to go to a blood bank or something to lose 1 of my red hearts. And Monstro will die now. So let's kill Larry Jr., which could take a little bit of extra time, as Rage has only had the chance to build once. And yeah, that's taken a while. So I wouldn't mind a range up, except that my range is actually about the same as it was when I started. Still, range up is nice because then this max tiers is actually a little more useful because I can shoot people from across the map. People, enemies, whatever. All the same. And there we win that, and we get another soul heart. That is excellent. So we came out of that 2 health ahead. And still no keys though, so I can't quite go to the item room yet. And if I can't go to the item room, I will be very upset. Drop a key because you're a champion. Or the room, drop a key. Key. Okay. And the Empress will give me increased damage and speed for 1 room. It's the same effect as the Whore of Babylon, but without the health constraint. And okay, this run's going amazingly, apparently. In this item room, we have Polyphemus, and what that does is it means we shoot 1 giant tier, or 1 giant pea blob. Except I'm using my eye now. Anyway, that has now like max damage. Of course, it can still be upgraded. It increases it to, I think, max displayable damage, yeah. And if I were to shoot an enemy that had, okay, let's say I do 8 damage with this, and let's say the enemy has 3 health, shooting that 3 health enemy with my 8 damage Polyphemus shot would leave 5 damage left over, and that 5 damage would go through as a slightly smaller tier. So definitely an excellent effect, and we get Pageant Boy, which is absolutely awful. So let's see what our deal with the devil holds for us. The Pact is definitely very good, and Forget Me Now is also pretty good. In fact, I think Forget Me Now is actually worth it to use. So Forget Me Now allows me to replay the floor that I just played on, and that means I'll get another item room and another boss room. So, I mean, was it worth 1 red heart? Maybe, probably, but maybe not. We'll see, but considering I didn't take damage on that basement, so I would have gotten Basement Boy if I hadn't already unlocked it, I think it's okay, and I wouldn't have had the health if not for the challenge room. Yeah, let's do this. Mostly I was hoping for another key so I could go to the shop, because I'm definitely going to value the item room over the shop right now. And we get another soul heart. So it's definitely going well. Let's play this for another key, down to 15 cents. Because this could, I mean, the shop is definitely something that could be worth it. I could get the candle or something. Just generally very good. Or I could get like the compass or even the treasure map I might consider as a purchase. Mostly I'm trying to make Pageant Boy useful. It just doesn't want to. I think the secret room is just below that room, but I'm not gonna use one of my only bombs on it yet. Oh, and by the way, with Polyphemus, it doesn't travel through 2 enemies even if you did overkill the second one. But that's no big deal. We have our item room. What could it be? I'm hoping like technology 2. Chocolate milk. Okay. So this allows me to charge my shot, and that gets it even bigger and more damage. I'm not sure if this game handles like gravity, so I don't know if the bigger shots have less range because they're heavier or anything. But basically you should go into every room with a full charge. And maybe this would allow it to travel through 2 enemies, but I don't think so. Anyway, here we have Tinted Rock. I can't go to the chest there, unfortunately. I was also hoping that I'd kind of blow up the thing, the other rock, to get to the golden chest, not the golden chest, the key, the coins. Wow, that was so tough to get out. So I was right the first time. This is the secret room, and it has a bunch of money, which means I can play the slot machine 13 more times, and then however many times it gives me money, in order to try and get a key and go to the shop. All in all, this basement was definitely worth it to do again. Chocolate milk could come in handy later. And luck down, you know, I think I'm going to pass on that pill. I don't really think that's very beneficial to me. I think luck only affects your likelihood of getting a drop at the end of a room, but I'm not totally sure. It could be something else. I don't think it has anything to do with item quality. But, of course, we're getting anything but keys now. I'd take like an Eternal Heart or something, or, you know, more bombs I guess is cool too, but no thanks. I know there's an arcade I could go to, but no, that's okay. Oops, I didn't mean to play that again. Oh well, it's not like I have enough money to go anywhere with it. So, Polyphemus, full charge with chocolate milk, pretty much nearly killed the Duke of Flies in one hit. We get Box. Box gives me one of every type of pickup, and fortunately that includes a key. So Temperance spawns a blood bank, and I should do that, and I will do that. Let's see what this pill does. Bombs are key. Okay. Well, I will spawn a blood bank right here. Play it once. Get some money. Recover. How many hearts are here? 2 plays. So 1. Back to health. And 2. I was really hoping to get a blood bag, but that's okay. Back to health, and may as well play this. Nah, I'll see if there's like a soul heart on sale. That would be better. So I can go to the shop and get the compass. The compass is exactly what I want, and I'm just gonna leave with that. What the compass does is it shows me the location, the general location of every room that has an icon. So if well, I'll show you on the next floor, provided I don't have Curse of Darkness. So you see that there are just a bunch of room icons floating around, and that allows me to usually pick the correct path to go to the item room right away. And as it turns out, the secret room, I think that's the secret room with the mini-boss, but if not, it's just a mini-boss room. Okay, it's just a mini-boss room. That means that the shop is not Greed, which means I want to go there, if I at all have the possibility. But first things first, item room, where we get Harlequin Baby. And Harlequin Baby is a familiar that shoots a little V of tears next to, yeah, along with me. So a lot of the time that won't be very helpful damage-wise. And we're fighting Gluttony. So Gluttony could drop an item, the heart, but he didn't. So the heart would have given me full health and health up by 1, which would have been nice, but it didn't happen. Definitely going to play the beggar here. What you got for me? Payout, please. Tarot card. That tarot card is the world. Why not? Because that allows me to go to the secret room, and in the secret room, hopefully I will find a lot of money so that I can finish playing the beggar. Well, 3 coins is possibly the difference between no item and an item from the beggar, so I'll take it. And as it turns out, it is the difference between a key and not a key, but the key is not useful this floor particularly. Hey, just chill, man. Chill. And then I'll use the TNT to blow the other one up. Okay, 2 of hearts doubles my current amount of filled red hearts, so it's basically just health recovery. I don't need that at the moment, considering I only have 1 red heart and a bunch of soul hearts, so it's unlikely that I'll be losing that red heart anytime soon. Well, first damage I've taken all game, other than the blood bank. And Pestilence will give me my second cube of meat. That'll turn my cube of meat into a familiar that will still rotate around me. So it's a good pickup. Cube of meat is one of my favorite familiars. Okay, Pestilence is a little annoying though because he's shooting further than I can really damage him from, so I have to run away and then forego doing damage. But now, I took a hit. That's not good. Now he's dead. No deal with the devil, but we get another familiar, so we're now shooting a lot of tiers, sort of. And I think that's all I have to do on this floor. So I will continue on, and Curse of the Lost adds 4 rooms to the size of the floor. I don't really want to fight it now. So, head to the item room first. That's pretty much my strategy on every floor, if I have the ability. Of course, after the depths, once you're into the womb and beyond, you cannot get an item room on a floor, and you also cannot, well, no, nothing else you cannot. Everything does a full heart of damage, and you want to head straight for the boss instead of fighting every room, like is the usual strategy before that point in the game. So, we now have nearly enough money to go to the shop, we have enough keys to go to the shop, and our first spacebar item is Lemon Mishap. Well, after Forget Me Now. And Lemon Mishap is pretty much one of the worst, maybe the worst spacebar item in the game. Let's use the key. Okay, so I want 1 coin, and then I'll be able to get the blue candle, just the candle. In my opinion, the best item in the game. Spacebar item. I don't know about best item, but I think definitely the best spacebar item. It allows me to throw a blue flame, and what that does is it does a ton of damage, and it destroys enemy tiers. And you can use it more than once in a room, up to, well, as many times as it takes to recharge, and it takes 1.5 seconds to recharge, so it's a lot of uses. It's definitely amazing. Well, Judas's Tongue makes every deal with the devil only cost 1 red heart. Anyway, it recharges once every 1.5 seconds, so you can use it a lot. It destroys enemy tiers, which means that it's a great defensive item as well as offensive, because, I mean, it's the best defensive item as well as offensive item, I'd say. So, we pick up the candle, and that's what that does. That flame does a ton of damage, it stays out a while. It can also damage Mom and Mom's heart when they are not available to be damaged. So that's a good thing. It really speeds up the game, I'd say. So what do I want with my current setup here? I don't know. I want another Tears item, Tears effect, to fully bring out Polyphemus's potential here, because Polyphemus is a great item on its own, but it's even better as a base for more item upgrades. So like Polyphemus plus Mom's Knife is one of the most incredible combinations in the game. Same with Brimstone, and as well as, since I have Chocolate Milk, Polyphemus plus plus Brimstone means I can fire a very high damage Brimstone very quickly, so I don't actually have to charge, because with Chocolate Milk and Brimstone, that was nerfed, so it's not actually good anymore, but when you have Polyphemus, it's actually really good, because you do huge damage still. So that would be a good pickup. I would take a deal with the devil for 1 red heart for that, since all deals with the devil now cost only 1 red heart, thanks to Judas's Tongue. And because I have soul hearts, that shouldn't kill me. If it did, I'd be very sad. 1 bomb for a soul heart, I will definitely make that trade. Well, never mind. Thanks, bombs, for doing what you're supposed to. Well, so that was an unfortunate waste of a bomb. But I'm in a good position still. I have the candle that I haven't even used. Well, there's a good time to use it. Against knights, it's definitely an advantage because it can kill them from either direction, as opposed to just one direction. And, yeah, I'm just trying to make use of the candle here instead, but it's a bit slow. My setup is definitely good against this room. This room's normally pretty annoying, but with Polyphemus you can one-shot them, so it's not even worrisome. So let's see who our boss is. It is Champion Chub. This one's faster. Otherwise, it spawns spitties instead of chargers, I guess. And it's dead. I still took a lot of damage on it, but I finally got a health up. So is there anything else I want to do on this floor? No, I guess not. So on to the next floor we go. I'm sure that as the game continues, my health is going to start to dwindle a bit, which means that I'd say a high priority is getting something that replenishes my health, or getting something that really prevents me from taking damage. Like, really, really prevents. Or just, you know, like the most amazing combination ever. You know, Arm's Knife or Brimstone really would be great right now. I've never actually gotten Chocolate Milk and Brimstone at the same time, and this is the only way it's ever really good anymore with Chocolate Milk. Or with Polyphemus, I mean. I'll consider doing that for that item for 10 bombs, but I'm thinking I don't really need it. As you can see, the candle makes my life super easy, and now everything's dead. Another bomb. I clearly picked the wrong way to go to the item room. I thought I was going to take damage there. But I may as well complete all of the rooms along my way since I'm here now. It's just how I figure it. Getting down there is actually going to be tough, so I might just not do it. If I could fly, I'd do it, but I can't fly, so I'm just going to pass on that part of the map for now. It doesn't have anything shown by the candle, or the compass. They're both C words, what can you do? Okay, so this is the secret room. I'll play this 4 times. The fortune teller machine, because it could drop soul hearts or better trinkets. Although I think Judas's tongue might be the best for me right now because I could get a 1 heart brimstone, which is definitely something I desire, so hopefully I'll get a deal with the devil on this floor. I haven't taken damage yet. That's definitely going to contribute. Well, there's the damage, because this is like the hardest room. Yeah, I took like so much damage, it's ridiculous on that room, but that's kind of to be expected. Still, that means I'm extra close to death now. That's really bad, especially because I'm having an amazing run, and I thought I would dodge that, but it didn't work out. Super worried now. I still have my Empress card. Okay, so the peeper pops out my left eye, and that means that shots fired from my left eye do more damage, but I don't even know if that counts right now. It is 1 damage increase, though, for the left eye. And it also has this thing bounce around, and that's just like a Peep's eye, which bounces around, does damage. It does a lot of damage, actually. Okay, now I'm almost dead. So this is pretty much the downfall of Samson, typically. There is health laying around, so that's definitely something that I want to invest my time in picking up. Such a good run, ruined so easily. I think Brimstone actually could save it, though. I think that would be all it took to save it. So this room should be fine, unless I do that. But we are coming nearer to our boss room. Okay, so now I'm like super dead. Possibly. It's worrisome. Okay, so now I'm a little less dead. I know there's like a red heart or half of a red heart way over on the other side of the map, but you know, I'm gonna take the risk instead. And let's see who our boss is. It is the Wretched. Wretched is much like Widow in that it has absolutely no health practically, but that was bad damage that I can hardly afford. Soul Heart though, that's definitely helpful. And the Mom's Coin Purse is not necessarily helpful. Unless this is really awesome, like health up, full health. Okay, bad gas, not helpful. Speed down, not helpful. Bombs are key, I'll take. So we'll head down to the next floor with the Empress card still in hand. And this is an unlikely success at this point. But I'm gonna try, we're gonna see what happens. This item room could be game-changing, or it could be holy water, the like worst item in the game. It's really awful. Like, it's the same as lemon mishap, so except it's when I get hit because it's passive. It spills and it damages enemies that walk over it, not fly. I have no control over it whatsoever because it's when I get hit. And I mean, there it is right there. And it's almost never useful because most of the time you take damage is because you got hit with a tear. Especially at this point in the game. Oh my god, I died. That was a run that had a lot of potential, but Masks and Hearts, definitely the downfall of many, many runs. Still, Samson, I didn't have the required luck. I had the damage aspect, but I didn't have the health aspect. And, you know, losing all of the soul hearts was catastrophic. But it is what it is. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.